my name is Shensi. I come from Vemberley in Kottayam district. I have 3 children and I am standing here to testify about my 3rd child. When I was 5 months pregnant, I found out that my baby had a cleft lip and cleft palate. After the regular scan showed this, I did a 4D scan which confirmed a deep cleft lip and palate. The very next day, my husband and I came to Kreupasanam and took the covenant. Since then, I have been living a covenant life. Up until 9 months, every scan showed that the baby still had a cleft lip and palate. I had a cesarean delivery, and even on the day of the surgery, the doctor warned that feeding the baby would be very difficult because of the cleft palate. I always wake up at 5 a.m. to say the apparition prayer, and at 5:30 a.m. I attend Frank Joseph's daily bread. I also take medicine for thyroid, which must be taken on an empty stomach. But before taking the medicine, I used to drink covenant salt water and apply the covenant oil on my stomach every day while praying. I also came here and met Father Joseph, who applied the sacred oil on my stomach and prayed over me. He told me to continue praying with faith, and I did so every day. I took my first covenant on October 21, 2024, and renewed it on January 26. My baby was born on February 4. By the grace of God, when the baby was born, there was only a cleft lip and no cleft palate. I had always prayed to the Holy Mother that I would be able to breastfeed my baby because if there was a cleft palate, the baby would not be able to drink milk. It would come out through the nose and mouth, and even bottle feeding would be dangerous. But the Holy Mother heard my prayer. The baby had only a small cut on the lip instead of a deep cleft. Similarly, my eldest child did not speak even after turning 3. My mother, who was already in the covenant, came here and took a covenant on his behalf and prayed for him. Every evening after prayer, we would apply the covenant oil and pray. Soon after that, the child began to speak clearly. Today, he is perfectly fine. As a missionary, I buy newsletters from here and distribute them to auto stands and shops. My mother also gives them to the houses. During my pregnancy, I couldn't do much charity work, but I helped by buying food for those in hospitals and helping people who came to our home in need. 1,000 thanks to our Holy Mother and Holy Son for the great blessings given to my family.
Psalms 36, 7, 8. How precious is your loving kindness, O God! The children of men take refuge under your wings. They feast on the abundance of your house, and you give them drink from the river of your delights. This daughter, Shinsileshesh, joyfully testifies to the great experiences of God's grace that she and her family received through the covenant. When the baby in her womb was found to have serious complications during the 5th-month scan, Shinsi and her husband immediately came to the Holy Mother and took the covenant. The doctors repeatedly warned them that the baby had both a cleft lip and cleft palate, which could lead to severe physical disabilities. However, this daughter continued to pray with deep faith. Every day she applied the covenant oil on her stomach and prayed earnestly to the Holy Mother, asking especially that her baby would be able to drink milk without difficulty. She also used to take the covenant salt with prayer before taking her regular medicines, believing that under the protection of the Holy Mother, all evils and impurities in her body would be removed, and her child would be born in perfect health through the power of Jesus' precious blood. Even during her pregnancy, she was not idle in her missionary work. She continued to distribute the Kreupasanam newsletters, sharing the words, love, and experiences of the Holy Mother and Jesus wherever she went, praying that these acts would bring blessings and health to the baby in her womb. Though she faced many physical challenges as a pregnant woman, she faithfully joined the daily bread prayer at 5:30 a.m., which strengthened her spiritual life and helped her surrender herself and her family completely to the Holy Mother for divine intervention. Before her cesarean delivery, the doctors again warned her about the baby's condition and advised her to be prepared for the worst. But God's works are truly marvelous. When the baby was born, the doctors were astonished to see that the baby was healthy, with only a minor cleft lip and no cleft palate, and there was no difficulty in feeding. This daughter stands amazed at how the Holy Mother intervened at the last moment, turning all negative medical reports into a miracle of healing. She firmly believes that when the Mother of the Covenant promises something, she will fulfill it completely through Holy Son. Even when her eldest son had delayed speech, the family relied on the covenant oil, salt, and honey with prayer, and the child began to speak clearly soon after. Each of these blessings was received through the spiritual graces of Father Joseph's priestly life, his 39 years of unwavering faith in the Holy Mother and Jesus, and his constant intercession for all who take the covenant. Father Joseph always reminds us that the covenant items, the covenant oil, salt, metal, and honey, are handed over with divine power. The way we use them determines our blessing. If we use them with doubt, they are ineffective. But if we use them with faith and conviction, believing they are given for our healing, anointing, and guidance, we will surely experience the signs of God's blessing in our lives. This family's testimony stands as living proof of that truth. Let us thank the Holy Mother and Jesus for the miraculous healing and blessings received by this family, and offer this testimony with grateful hearts and applause of praise.
Ordinary experiences of God can be yours. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, subscribe now, share this video with your friends, and become a true disciple of the Lord.